Once again, we back at it like a crack addict, the studio radio show. Your boy Christian Davis, my beautiful co-host here with me.
You got Ray Baby in the building.
And Ayana.
Man, listen, we didn't pass up elections. I want to say we 2 days into the country having a...
I've never seen a country cry over a president as much as they cried over the loss of one
elected president
this year.
Before we get into that, because we're going to keep the politics for, you know what I'm saying, we all know the politics. We all know what we're having with that. We're going to share our personal beliefs and opinions in a moment. But to start off.
Say them RIPs.
RIP. Go ahead, Ray. Talk to me.
Man, RIP to Tony Todd. If y'all don't know who Tony Todd is, he is the only one that ever played Candyman right. Okay?
No, so okay.
Correctly.
Wait,
he played in a lot of stuff.
Hold on,
wait.
No.
But that was his most memorable.
You're right.
Yes, role.
You're right, because he do have a lot of roles.
He had me scared to go to the bathroom by myself for a good little minute.
The new Candyman wasn't good.
I ain't watching.
But I'm not downplaying the new Candyman or nothing.
That shit was hard as fuck to me. I ain't gonna lie. They gave us the whole backstory to how
he became Candyman.
Like it was a whole. But no, it was a re-rock of. If you remember, it was Candyman kind of repossessing a new body to become the new Candyman in this era.
Yeah.
So the way this shit happened. So and I love how at the end. So the whole movie it really played off mirrors. Remember as kids we do the Candyman. I ain't gonna say it the third time.
We don't need that nigga coming up.
Cause I'm like, nigga, look, I'm looking into a reflective glass as I was saying that shit, and I was just like, you know what? I like my life. And I'm black. If you really black and you remember from our era, the from the time that movie came out,
and Bloody Mary was something serious.
99. There you go.
You was not saying none of that and no mirror or no nothing.
I remember I did that. They said you had to do it with the door closed. I had
door
the door
closed, lights off.
I had that motherfucker cracked.
Looking in the mirror.
I had the hallway light on. I was cheating.
Yeah, no.
I know. I cheated.
I mean, I'm not saying hey, this is, the only role he played or nothing like that. Because he had a lot of roles. Right, I mean, I know y'all remember him in Final Destination. But that's his most, memorable. The role of the movie that always come out every October. You're going to hear about Candyman. You're going to hear, you're going to hear about all those things. So that man is a true legend. OG, and he died at the age of 69.
God
so,
bless.
Yes,
like
our condolences,
Unfortunately, it wasn't extensive. It wasn't extended as I'm sure his family would have liked it to be.
Yeah.
But I can say he left his mark.
Job well done. That's how I could put it. Job well done.
You did your job. You did a very well job at it.
The movie The Walking Dead with Tony Todd in it. Oh, that right there, chef's kiss. Really.
Okay, so I gotta look at
the best one I've ever seen. I'm so serious. So yeah.
I gotta look into that. Yana, you had a point right before we started the show, and it was funny because we were talking about Twitter and just how Twitter got a bunch of crazy ass shit on it, and I scrolled right past why I said Woody. What you feel about that?
I'm gonna keep my comments short and sweet. I honestly, at first I couldn't really get with it because Woody, when he first got put on the stand, I'm sure we all thought he was acting slow, but once I started seeing him in more appearances online, like YouTube, them 20 versus 1s and with Charleston and everything, that is he ain't acting. He real life slow.
So what do y'all feel about men, not men, because I can say we all know both sexes do this. What do you feel about somebody being kept in the group, the clique, the gang, the set, the whatever you want to call it, that we know is more gullible than the rest of the team? How do y'all feel about that? What do you feel like that person is there for? Because I'm not gonna say he was there for that reason, but god damn it, man, when shit came up Did the nigga not do his fucking job?
He did his fucking job. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Somebody gotta be.
I ain't gonna
lie. Between Woody and Brian Steele, I don't know who did a better job for Thug. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna cap.
Woody got full immunity.
When that boy said, I ain't gonna go to jail for this,
okay.
I ain't finna go to prison for this.
He said, I might as well bring up some other shit real quick.
And that's what made him look like an incredible witness.
Yeah.
Because he kept bringing up shit. And then he'd be like, yeah, no, I did that shit. I promised to God. Yeah. We shot at Rich Homie in them barbershop.
Yeah.
And then turn around and be like, I was lying. I would have said anything to get that shit off of me and just put that shit on Thug. Thug on tour.
Yeah.
The nigga was in Germany. How the fuck would he have did that? No, nigga, I was just...
Especially when he looked at the nigga and said, did we shoot a Rich Homie Quan Daddy? Like, God
Thug started laughing.
Yeah.
Laughing, smiling the shit. Now, again, that could have been damning. Mm-hmm. In the court of, in the eyes of the law, that could have been viewed as, oh, y'all taking this shit for sweet.
Yeah.
But like I was saying the last show, the state was trying Thug. What the prosecutors fucked up and did was they took the actual police force who gathered that all real evidence. That white lady who was questioning Woody. Oh yeah, no, she would have. Yeah. But where was she at?
Yeah.
During the, you know what I'm saying? During the whole, where was the male cop that was there that actually could? Because if y'all ever be at work and you ever remember this for people at work, remember this: if you ever go into a meeting at work and there is more than one person there, it's never good. You're either about to get promoted or you about to get.
You walk in and see your boss and you see HR there too, just know.
Yeah, go ahead and file for unemployment.
It don't even
Somebody from corporate. Just know.
Listen,
your time
I work in the medical field. I work in the medical field. I do medical billing and coding. These motherfuckers will play you so slick, they won't bring HR in that bitch. Them niggas will have another manager in that motherfucker. You know what it's for? It's a witness.
Mm-hmm. For real.
It's a witness. It's a legal witness. To say, hey, remember when we was in the office and I told Christian, blah, blah, blah? That motherfucker gonna go, you saying Friday, November 8th? Yeah.
And don't even be having shit.
That was they don't even, no, they're gonna corroborate it. That's what that's for. If it's HR, that's your ass.
Yeah, that's that. Your ass is grass.
That's that ass.
That you might as well just walk on right back at.
That's that ass.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity and what
Not necessarily. No. Okay, cool. Because again, we share personal business.
Yeah.
Listen, I just got one of them little situations where HR was up in that motherfucker and my manager tried to pull a little oopsie daisy on me, and I looked at the motherfuckers like this. The entire time. The issue was, again, you'll have motherfuckers at work that, again, don't fuck with you. You think they fuck with you, they don't fuck with you. This is a great example. We share personally here. I'll share personally. All the time
they be kissing ass.
I'll share personally. Put a pin in that. I get to, now listen, I've been working at this job. I made a year here.
He said put a pin in it. I just caught on.
Watch that, right? I've been working at this position for this one company for a year. I made a year 2 days ago. Cool. The company is located here in Houston. I was working in one field that I'm an expert in. I said I'm not trying to be funny, but I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm good at my job. I get paid for what the fuck I do. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm good. That division ends up dissolving. So everybody in my group, I would call it, we all had to get split off into different, divisions around the company. Now this is around a hospital. We have multiple locations all over the country. Most of the locations are here in Texas, Louisiana, and the South, but they're all over America. And the main hospital, the main branch is here. That's where I work. I work at the main branch. I get to this new team, and no disrespect, but this will also correlate into the tenure and the vibe of why the election didn't go the way that the female populace thought it was going to go, because of examples of what I'm about to say right here. I met this lady one time before. Now, when I got to this job, believe me, again, like I said, in medical billing and coding, let me be real fucking clear with y'all. Real clear. Either you know what you're doing or you don't. They will get the fuck.
Simple as that.
You'll be out. You'll be out. They can sniff out a bullshitter. Medical billing and coding requires diagnostic codes. You know what you're talking about with legal jargon. You have to know how to look at deductibles. You got to learn to look at copays. You got to learn how to look at people's shit. You got to call insurances. You have to call patients. You got to make sure that you. I've done everything inside of all of that. I've been doing this shit for almost 8 years now. I'm going on 9. This will be my 9th year now, so almost a decade. I met this lady one time. Now, when I got into the job in my older position, I go and I come into the company and of course I apply like everyone else does. Blah blah blah. I go through the process. I get hired. I come in. Okay, great. My manager don't know what she's doing. Don't know what she's doing. So much so that the lead under her is doing all of her work. To the point where when I'm getting audited for my work, I'm correcting the manager's work and the lead's work. They don't like that. One of the 48 laws of power is never outshine the master. I fucked up by outshining the master. By showing, hey, y'all fucking up right here. This ain't it. Yeah. They don't like that. When they're getting
because they feel like you coming for their job now.
Double what I'm getting paid, and that's exactly what it looks like. I'm a threat now. I'm a problem.
Yep.
Y'all see the car I drive. Y'all see I do well for myself already without work. Again, I own my own studio. I do my. We fine. My issue with that shit is, when you do be yourself, and you're presenting yourself as self. Other people don't like that shit. The one lady who I'm speaking about, I get through this process of being on this one team, it dissolves, whatever. The lady didn't help me. The lady did everything in her power to get me fired. She just got fired 3 weeks ago. They got her ass the fuck up out of there.
Ain't karma, motherfucker.
It's a bitch. But watch this. The bigger bitch is, I used to work remote.
I think I remember you saying something about that.
Thank you. I started working back in-house this past October. So all of October, I've been back in-house. This last month, I've been driving from the north side. I live damn near in the Woodlands. So I here, back. And the job is like 10 minutes away from where we are here. 10, 15 minutes away. So I got to drive way from the north to the south every day. North, south, north, south, north, south. Okay, great. It took me 6 months to get remote the first time. It usually is supposed to take 6 weeks. Okay. I finally get home, and now all of a sudden I'm being told I got to come back in the office. And I'm like, fuck's going on? Now, mind you, the hospital is remote. The only people that's there is the corporate people. The bosses, the executives, and the Chinese nigga who owns the hospital. Okay. I'm talking to other supervisors and leads. I'm like, yo, what's up, y'all? Now, these people know me. We kicked it outside or whatever. I'm like, fuck's going on? Why am I here? Why am I back in the office? They're like, nigga, we don't know. I got friends up in the big office and shit, too. I go in the office. I'm like, why am I up in this motherfucker? Niggas is like, I can't tell you. I don't know. We're looking at your numbers. Now, mind you, I've made millions of dollars for this company. Millions. Not hundreds of thousands. Millions. Why am I here? Nobody can answer nobody. Okay, cool. But as a man, what I'm going to do, bitch? Cry and moan about it? No, I'm just going to play the game and just figure out what the fuck going on. Mm-hmm. So I'm going, and I'm starting to figure out that this new team that I'm on with this new manager, she's the push-out person. She's the person to make you mad, make you agitated, make you just quit.
Yeah.
Because they'll be damned if they're gonna pay me some motherfucking unemployment. They're not gonna. They're trying to do everything but fucking do that. So they'd rather agitate me to make me leave. Mm-hmm. I'm not built like that. I'll wait.
Yeah, I'm definitely the type to make you fire me.
You're gonna really. I'm gonna have to fire me. You gotta have a good reason why you're gonna fire me, and I'm about to collect money on that ass.
So we do all of that, but so now we get to the snake. I get to this side of the team, and now mind you, I said all of this because remember I was on one previous team before, right? While I'm having this issue on this first team, this same individual comes out of nowhere. Come tap me on my shoulder. I'm sitting at my desk one day. This has to be like maybe month 4 of me being into the bullshit with the company. Me figuring like, what the fuck is going on around here? Mm-hmm. Y'all not trying to train me. I know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to figure out how the company wants me to do it their way. Mm-hmm. But you're steadily auditing me and failing me off of your audits, but nobody will train me. So I have to go to other people to get training about, so I finally figured out my way, and you mad that I figured out my way. That's some hating ass shit, but that's really how the fucking shit rock.
Maybe I was trying to set you up for failure.
Okay. And I pin peep game, but I'm not going to let you drop me off like that. So, okay, cool. I got kids to feed. I got a family to take care of. I don't operate like that. You're not going, I'm not easily defeated. Okay. So the lady comes, taps me on my shoulder. She goes, hey, I heard what's going on with you over here at this, on this side of the team, XYZ, blah, 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 blah. Come apply to be over here on this side. I'm the trainer over here. I'm the lead. I'm gonna train you. I'm gonna be the one, blah, 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 help you out, blah, blah. Now, mind you, I've never met this lady. The one homegirl who I had that was training me, she's homegirl. She's cool with this lady, but not like that I know of really. So I'm kind of looking at the lady like, where the fuck did you come from and how the fuck do you know my business? That's the biggest thing, right? Why you want to help me so bad and I don't know you? I'm always a skeptic of that. So I don't take the bait. I just stayed where the fuck I was on that team. Mm-hmm. And I just figured out my way until I finally got what I needed to get. Lo and behold, after my team dissolves, whose team do I get put on? So who ends up training me? Okay, my first day of work, this lady tells me how to clock in and clock out on my phone. I didn't even know we could do that shit. She tell me about that shit. She tell me about the manager who is our lead, who is our all-full manager, how she got like 5 or 6 relatives on the team, and it's a whole bunch of nepotism and shit. She's showing me the employee handbook, and she's saying, this is what they're doing to you. You can sue them. This is the first day of training. Remember I told you how she was the first day? And I'm going, why every time I talk to you, you're trying to lace me up with so much game? What's in it for you? How does this benefit you? You telling me how you done been to the manager house, how they done lied in your face.
But yeah, you trying to show me how to sue these niggas. Make it make sense.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't trust
you. Hear my stomach growling, girl?
It sound like you one of them.
I'm hungry.
It sound like you one of them.
Yeah,
it sound like one of the motherfuckers who helped supposed to just walk me up out the door.
Yep.
It sound like I'm supposed to take the bait so I can just go ahead and set myself the fuck up. So conveniently, remember I told y'all I got rolled up. I've never been written up the whole year I've been here. Never. All of a sudden, I've been here for the last 20 days. I got a write-up. What was the write-up about, y'all? My manager called me one day and say, hey, you come here for a second? Nigga, I come in the office. I just want to ask you, how are you clocking in and out? Because I pulled up your screen and I'm looking at your work and everything, and I saw you. The thing says you clocked in at 7:25, but I don't see any activity on your screen until 7:32. What's going on? Can you tell me how you're clocking in? How you clocking out? And I'm looking at the bitch like, and then boom, that shit clicked, and I was like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. Oh, set that ass up. Shit. Damn, bitch. Damn. Yeah.
And I'm been 15 minutes different though. Like
it wasn't 15. That was 7 minutes.
Right. So I'm just like, what is
the issue? From 7:25 to 7:32, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
Okay.
I don't listen. When I told you I'm good at what I do, I won't be able to do what I do and get paid with the. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm saying this shit to black men for being excellent in your craft. If you gonna do that shit to where they can't fuck with you. Because even HR said, the only reason why they can't fire you is because your numbers is on point. Every time they try to go, they open up your shit and be like, shit. I mean, y'all get
nothing. We gonna lose some money if we get rid of this man.
A majority, like a quarter of the shit that comes to me during the day are mediation emails that come from Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, Humana, big fucking companies, and it's big money. If I don't answer them emails, that shit costs the company money. That shit goes to arbitration. And I've done so many of these accounts that these are backlogged accounts that are just coming in from a year ago. So if I leave today,
y'all won't get y'all money tomorrow.
No, y'all ain't gonna have they gonna owe Blue Cross, Humana, and all them other. They gonna owe them.
Exactly.
They owe them.
That's what I just said.
Y'all gonna owe them niggas money until what's this, November? Mm-hmm. Y'all niggas won't stop paying the motherfuckers till my birthday in May.
God bless it.
So them same millions of dollars that I made y'all, that shit'll walk right the fuck out the door. Just off of taxes, arbitration fees, and what I do is recouping. So I really go get the money that y'all been lost. Mm-hmm. That's a year, 2 years old. That you low-key, legally shouldn't have any right to. And I get fucked with. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, God bless. Yeah. So when y'all have and I brought that up as a talking point because if I'm doing my job, I notice with men at that type of level, we get left alone. You get a promotion for shit like that. You don't get a look over your shoulder, but very seldom, now it's not seldom, very actually often, and I'm sure y'all can agree with me. Have y'all both ever had overbearing or unbearable ass female bosses as opposed to male bosses? Give me your most recent male boss first, and then give me your most recent female boss experience or superior.
I don't think I have one.
I'll say I can get my comments out the way real quick.
Come on, knock them out, Yana.
Because I pretty much be on the boss level.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
come on,
I mean, when I first started working and joined the workforce as a young adult, I worked security. I just feel like when
how the fuck do y'all always get them jobs?
I do. I work security, MP security.
Okay, I was in.
Bro, I got the hookup.
That shit is so aggravating. It's not.
Hey, sorry, baby. Yeah, but MP security. If y'all look up MP security, I promise you, all you got to do is go to the main office, which is online. If you look it up, all you got to do is walk in. He gonna give you the application, fill out the application, and he will literally put you to work that day. Boom. That's all you gotta do. Look up MP security, y'all.
Well, damn it, man.
Well, in high school, my high school had like a little, like a tech school you could go to your junior and senior year. So when you graduate, you get your diploma and you get a certification. Hard. So like I did law enforcement. So we got in return a security license. So that's how I started. I was able to get a job. Like
there you go.
practically right out of high
off
school.
The ground.
I went to college first for like a semester or two. So when I got done playing softball in college, I had joined the workforce. I had to take care of my little brother at the time, so I had to get a job and be an adult and whatnot. I was like 20, so barely that. I was like real young. I felt like I wasn't ready to raise no kid, but I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah.
So,
as we all
I got
do.
me a job doing security. Like really, I feel like it almost felt like a contract job because like they just put you on sites and you don't really have nobody there with you. Like you on this site most of the time by yourself.
Okay.
So like I ain't really had to deal with no supervisors. I feel like my supervisors are more like they role was to schedule me, make sure my schedule right, make sure like when I show up to where I'm supposed to be at, everything is what it needs to be. Right. So like it's kind of like they literally just managed my schedule. It wasn't really like I feel like they ain't really like, they were just there for support really. So I really didn't have like a bad experience with supervisors right out the gate. I feel like once I moved around and did different jobs, like what else I do? I had to be doing customer service. I'm really not a 9-to-5 girl. I'm not gonna lie. I hate working. I don't like working.
And I feel like when you're like that, it's because you need to work for yourself. Exactly. I always tell myself that. I'm like, bro, I can't work for nobody.
So that's why I got into the nightlife. I got into bartending really quick. I do hella events. I travel for events mainly like in the springtime, in the summertime, because I make more money doing that than I do with my regular salary. Like me, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the pandemic was the one thing that taught me how to get it. I'm telling you, like
because it set everybody down.
When the pandemic hit and all your jobs got cut and everybody had to figure it out. I figured it out. I didn't need no 9-to-5 to make a living. I didn't need no 9-to-5 to sit there and actually support myself. I could support myself with other ways, and I really
that shit really turned.
I said, "Fuck a job, but a job need me. I don't need them."
Hustler, it's a hustler talking. I love it.
I be quick. I know
because they replace you so fucking quick.
Right, and like I don't encourage this for everybody because not everybody built for it. But like I will literally work a job for 4 months, probably max, and then quit that motherfucker. I'll be done. Like I'll get a job. Like I used to be like that. Run it up, quit that bitch, and just do my other side hustles that I be having and be chilling like.
And see, and I'm gonna say something real quick because I did have like a little situation at work this week. Actually, it was yesterday. To be honest with y'all, it completely shut me down. So when I say them jobs don't give a fuck.
They don't.
About y'all, they don't give a fuck.
HR ain't for you. HR for the company.
And I'm not even gonna say which job, but just know I had. My coworker came in. She was stumbling in, and I took action. My sister has epilepsy, first of all, so she had seizures out the blue. She had seizures when it's something really bright, all of that. So I know the signs of a seizure. So she walked in, she stumbled in. First thing she said was she couldn't breathe. Mindful, my managers are all outside. I run outside. Hey, can y'all come help me with her? She said she can't breathe, blah, 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 blah. They like, oh, she just want to go home. Yeah, we should probably fire her because she's always calling in.
If you don't mind, can you tell us what you do? Like where you work? Like not where you work. Don't
Christian,
do all that, but like what do you do?
Come on.
I teach. I'm a teacher.
Oh, you a teacher? Okay. So I had to get the visual. Like I'm
a teacher.
Like,
I love
kids. Yes, sir.
So yeah, so I'm like, she need help, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Yeah,
this right here, who we needed to be speaking, people like this, who we needed to be speaking to for campaign. When it was time to run, when we talking about touching the ground, touching the people, touching the soil and shit like that, this is the perspective that we needed. But I don't mean to cut you off, Kat.
So they first thought was she don't want to be here. She been calling in. Mindful, she is literally in college,
and that's for both parties. Not
college
just
student
for both parties.
When I tell you they have young people teaching, right. She is 20 years old, just made 20. They didn't care about her.
Why would they think that she was just trying to call
because she kept calling in. She keeps calling in. But I had to tell them, y'all don't understand. One, she's 20. We've all been 21. Okay. This girl is in school still. She's trying to teach.
But that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse.
It's not. But she has car issues. She's bouncing from house to house. She literally has a lot of stuff on her plate. She deals with anxiety. Me and her done already had this talk. So y'all know that. We all know that. All the staff knows it. Why not take her serious? I run back in the building. She's sitting on the floor. Okay, so my other coworker is giving her a wet napkin, and I'm like, nah, something is not right.
Okay.
Right before she passes out and go into a seizure, I asked her for the password of her phone. I said, just give me the password. She couldn't even remember the password. She messed up on the password. Then she gave me the actual password because I begged her. And I just knew something wasn't right. So the whole time that this is going on and I'm running out the room, mindful, she's in the room with my children. My class, she's in the room because I don't have nobody coming in to help me. They think she lying. So I go get her some ice and I'm running. I run back in there and she's having a full-blown seizure. They're sitting here, oh my God, can you get up? Can you call somebody to come get you? This is what they're literally telling this girl. Can you call somebody to come get you? This girl's unconscious on the floor. Them jobs don't give a fuck about y'all, man.
I feel like a lot of times, like breaks, people
take your off days.
People lack empathy. Like at the end of the day.
Yeah, we all human, man. We go. If that was you, you feel me? Like to people that's like that. If that was you, you would want somebody to come save you. If I wasn't there, they would have never known that this girl was finna have a full-on seizure. They would have never known. I stayed there. I was late going to get my kids because something told me to stay there and wait till the ambulance get her and take her. And I reached out to her dad. I told her friend to come. He came. Everybody, like literally. And I stayed right there. And it took, the fire marshals got there before the ambulance, and they the ones that told them she is in a full-blown seizure.
Like, oh shit. Like literally having this.
And we could have caught it in time. But nobody took her serious but me.
The way I would have been on the line with OSHA the next day.
Literally. And I swear, because sue, baby. Sue that ass. Sue that ass. Because
all my reports.
And I literally texted her. I cried and I prayed. Y'all, I don't even know this girl from a can of paint. It's the fact we work together. And I cried and I prayed. And God told me to stay. Them jobs don't give a fuck. So when I say I'm very adamant about do your best to actually follow your dreams and work for yourself, because these jobs will replace you in a heartbeat. They wanted to replace this girl, and this girl was finna have a seizure.
Literally. And then you talking about replacing you in a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
The reason why they downsized my shit was because they found a outside company who had an AI version of doing what we do. So they was like, oh, we're just going to try this. They don't know if it's going to work. We're just going to go ahead and try this. And I was like,
That's the future, though. AI going to start taking a lot of jobs, like customer service jobs. They already have chatbots and the phone bots. When you call, like, for instance, you call your internet provider. More than likely, they got a chat box or a voice automated
you can't really. You gotta keep pressing zero or representative.
Like,
how many times you gotta say representative before a human answers?
Right. So I'm telling you, like a lot of them jobs that's finna start. That's why I'm like, you gotta. If anything, right now is a time to find yourself and find what you do best. Like you said, what you
get in that lane and stick with
it,
man. Ride it till the wheels fall off. I'm trying to tell you.
Literally, ride your shit in.
People that actually do for themselves make way more money than they do for working for somebody.
You put that same amount of energy into that 8-hour job. Some people work 12. Like me, with my work, I work from home, but I work Monday through Thursday, 12 hours a day. Like 10, 11 hour. But like, you put that same energy that you put into your job for them people and put in your own.
You gonna make it.
You
gonna do it.
I got up at 4.
You gonna do it, and you ain't gonna take no shit.
I got up at 4:30 this morning. I went to the gym. I got off when I clocked in at 7:30. I got off at 4. I drove back up from this side back to the north. Went to pick my daughter up from my mother, from her mother, brought her home. Ate dinner real quick. Got dressed. Drove back down here. The hustle don't stop, and I got a studio session in the morning at 11. If you don't go fucking get it, somebody gonna get it. Yeah. Somebody's gonna find a way. And what I always think about is somebody is always begging to be in the position that you're in.
Yeah.
You might have hustled or struggled or cried or bled your way into a position that somebody else can't even fathom. That they see on the outside and they would love to be you, but they don't know what the fuck you do to keep what you have. So, keep working for your shit. Don't give nobody no legway to have anything that belongs to you. And I can easily segue that, I guess, right into our politics talk.
We was going to slide up in this thing because we wanted to, before we even head deep into Trump and stuff, we want to go and be a little messy before the politics because it's going to go deep into the politics. But if y'all know, well, we talked about this out the show, but we about to bring it back up. Okay. Hakeem from Empire is now dating transgender Sydney Starr. She done left Malcolm alone. She left Malcolm alone.
Eddie Winslow.
Y'all don't know, but yes. Done left him alone after he done paid thousands for her to get her thing chopped off.
I didn't know that he liked.
Yes. Yes, and he tried to hide it, but he couldn't hide it. You can't fight that. Sydney Starr is not a keep me in the closet type person.
She an OG.
She the reason that Chingy is not relevant that much. She is the reason. I mean, if we be Chingy, she's the one that blackballed Cheesy. Yeah. She sat there and said that her and Chingy hooked up. She had a full-on relationship. They were intimate, blah, blah, blah. It was all a lie. That got him blackballed.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Millions got taken away off this man's plate.
You have one gay allegation towards you. I believe it. I'm sorry. Like, you gotta be like, it ain't no reason. Like,
and unfortunately,
it ain't no
that's
reason
the era we in now, fellas.
That somebody should be able to say something about
it. Why is it okay for y'all to be gay and it ain't okay for niggas?
You know, I feel like you be what you want to be, but sometimes when people come out and say, and they a nigga, you know, I fucked that nigga over there. They not fucking. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and say they fucked you and then didn't fuck you. I'm just saying. And it don't even have to be that. You could get a little top, head.
Okay, hold on. Listen. The only reason why I'm gonna say they might be lying is because think about, I'm gonna use Drake as an example. Think about you being in the room with a very credible music rep, A&R. Like really, 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 really credible person. Like, they don't lie. Like, you never know them. Everything they told you about the game was spot the fuck on. And then they got the same shit you just said. They see Drake at a party and they're like, come here. I wore that nigga out this weekend. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I wore his ass out.
I'm believing. I'm sorry again. Like I said, if anybody
can't nobody just come out and say nothing that's like that, especially when they go into detail.
But you don't know. What if him and that man got a problem and he's like, and he trying to
I feel like okay.
She said no
because
she said automatically.
Sydney Starr came out and apologized to Chingy after now we're at the time to where we actually have a lot of spotlight when it comes to social media and stuff like that. This is the time where everybody's like, I can speak up now, because back then, that everybody in the industry, when they found out you
niggas
gay,
had to hold it down. Oh, you better hold it down and get
out. That's it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So now it's a time where they're accepting, LGBTQ community as a whole. So now it's
who's accepting it?
Not you. I'm talking about the upper ups. We know who we talking. You feel me?
I was just gonna say we ain't got but one gay rapper, and that nigga sings Old Town Road. He's not really gay. And Saucy Santana, but we don't count him as a rapper because that nigga is like Lotto and
don't
Carisha.
He
is like Lotto and Carisha mixed together.
No, he not.
For the gays.
That boy he look straight up like Carisha, but don't do my girl Lotto.
He is a material.
I love me some Lotto.
That boy said,
don't do my girl Lotto.
He is a material girl. I said,
please don't do me
material girl.
Not with the beard that I got on my face.
I like that he keep his beard no. Bro, he will have a full-on wig on with a beard. Like,
and the beard be glistening, honey. It be on point.
I love it. It be on point.
Be who you want to be. I love it for you. I love it for you. If that's what make you happy, be what you want to be. But again,
be yourself.
When it comes to...
just shave that shit off.
When it comes to not transgender, but when it comes to a man's sexuality, it's okay for you to be gay. But why do you have to step into an actual woman's role to show that you're gay? You put on
dresses and shit. You wearing the ladies' clothes.
It's men out here that I swear to God, you would know they gay, but then again, by the way that they talk and walk, you wouldn't know, because they will tell you, I don't like females.
I was
I
about
like
to
niggas,
call out
but
one of my sister's friends.
they be.
I was about to call you out by name.
Shit.
I'm not gonna call you out by name.
Them the ones you be like,
you know who you is, and you know. I thought this nigga was the.
But the nigga like niggas.
This nigga a Crip. This nigga a gangsta ass Crip nigga.
But he gay.
Hey,
from California. When I tell you gangsta, I'm talking about banging on
the most
niggas.
gangsta niggas, but you would never know
banging
until they tell you.
Niggas.com.
She said it be your baby daddy.
And listen. I got told a story about this man, and the nigga, they said that and he's still my, you still my boy. You still my baby daddy. You still
fucked. But down to the ground.
Listen, but. After I heard about this shit, I was like,
why he don't want no pussy? He want the booty.
I gotta keep my distance.
I never understood that.
Because the nigga said, and I was like, I'm trying to figure out, when has this ever become a part of the play? Like, you get a nigga, okay, so what was told to me was, his homeboy and the homeboy's wife. Now, the homeboy and the homeboy wife, they have their own place. They all went out on the town. They have a good night. Mm-hmm. They all end up back at the homeboy and the wife's house.
Beginning of a little nice
movie. Fucking fuck fest, right? That like some really freaky shit. Listen to me. This shit about to take such a hard left. Both of y'all gonna look at me and look at each other. Wait for it. They at the house.
I'm scared.
I was too when they was telling me the story. They get to the house. The wife goes in the room. She falls asleep. Everybody was drunk. So the wife is really not a drinker. She goes in the room and lays down.
That sounds like a setup.
The kids is at the house, y'all.
Dog.
The kids are in their room and they were already asleep. We had just come back home. Cool. The niggas outside on the couch doing nigga shit. Smoking, still having a couple beers, watching some football.
That was foreplay.
Nigga shit. Like hell it is. Hey, bitch, I sit at the fucking studio with my brothers and we watch wrestling and shit and be smoking weed and drinking and then we be recording music and we go home. Don't be no fucking ball fondling going on around here. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. It don't happen. Listen to me. I got cameras at my studio too, so I don't play that. If you think I'm lying, I keep no. I made ever since that Me Too shit started, and I opened up my studio a year after that shit happened. I was like, I bet you I won't. Nobody in here will. If you get caught raping, nigga, you going to jail on your time. Not on mine. Mm-hmm. Not on mine. I will show the fucking police that fucking full. The hell no, nigga. He was in what room?
How many copies?
He was in what room doing what? He grabbed you where? I got it on tape. He didn't know it was the camera right there behind that shelf, did he? You nasty ass nigga. But it's one right there. I don't play that shit. I don't play that shit. No, and them cameras is live. Them bitches come to my phone, and them bitches, it's a live. Look, the same way how it's up in, no, hell no. I got a live screen that when you walk in that motherfucker and get past that second room and come into my office, it's a screen I got a fucking camera outside that door looking live. Oh, I see everything going. No, I don't play those games. I don't play those games.
But that's how you have to be, though.
Thank you. Because every corner you bend is monitored.
Cheese.
It's monitored. You ain't, no, hell no. Not without me. Not without me. Because I'm not going to jail on nobody else's time. Yeah. You want nobody saying, okay, you came up in my shit and had, no. Not with me. So, they at the spot. They kicking it, doing nigga shit. They hanging out. The husband falls asleep. He wakes up getting some head.
From who?
Who the fuck you think?
The nigga.
I just wanted him to say it. I just wanted him to say it.
I don't need no honey pack.
First, that's disgusting. That is.
You don't need no honey pack.
Outrageously disgusting. That man, no. He wasn't sucking the dick first. The nigga said that because again, this is when I listened to the whole story and I was like, is this how niggas get turned out? Like, is this a turning out story? It sounds like it is. Wait for me. The nigga wakes up and the nigga had his hands and the zipper was down and he was in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's in that motherfucker cat pawing them. Yeah. Doing his, You know what I'm saying?
Like what we do when we turn over to
like girls, like how girls do. Yeah, literally. Yeah. So the nigga said that, if I'm not mistaken now, I could be misquoting, but he was like he thought it was his wife, but I was like,
nah, you know them hands.
And you know what your wife
anytime, fuck a hand. Listen to me. Anytime I woke up and my genitals were being touched,
you gonna get up and wake up.
I open my eyes.
Yeah, for real. Because you gotta make sure that it's what you want it to be and who you want it to be.
I don't care about a mouth.
I gotta see what you're doing for
a hand. Yeah, hey, I need to make sure. Because what if it's a ghost?
For real,
true.
Though.
What if you that is true? Sex demons are real. I don't
sex demons are real.
I don't got time for that shit.
I need
to turn around and be like, hey, and because I'm finna call for some help. And nigga, if my ass is getting lifted up in the air and I pull the sheet back and there ain't nothing there, and I'm still getting hoisted up, I'm finna call for some help. No. They won't fucking paranormal activity me. I'm fine. So my man is getting fondled.
Yeah.
Okay, great. He wakes up. He assumes it's his wife. The nigga said he's so drunk. He go back to sleep. He wake up 2 minutes later. He said he getting some head. And I was like,
I would have never went back to sleep. He had to be interested.
And I feel like he knew better, low key. I'm sorry. Niggas always want to use.
Sorry.
He already had the thought in his mind.
I don't know.
I just feel like I'm trying to see what's up.
You don't know how your bitch mouth feel.
I'm trying.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas be
the touch first. That's why I kept saying the hands, the touch. You know how your woman touches you.
My hands is big as hell.
Come on now.
If I ever had and the nigga who I'm talking about hands is bigger than mine. If I feel a construction worker's hands touching any part of my physiology and we not fist fighting, listen. Freak out is not
tell
the
God
word.
I'm gonna see him when it's my time.
Freak out. Fuck that.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Fuck that. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail.
Tell God I'm going to see him when it's my time. Because you're gonna see him before I do.
I don't want to sound like a homophobe.
I'm just saying. If I was a
nigga, I don't want to sound like I'm saying no anti-gay shit. I'm not a homo.
Yeah.
I don't do that. And I don't want to say homo to offend anyone. I'm not a homosexual. I said the whole thing.
But my question is,
I don't play them kind of
we
games.
have booty holes.
Listen.
Look, my opinion on that is, I feel like, in my opinion, dudes like to take that route. I low key feel like you a little gay because
it ain't a little. I feel like for niggas and for women, there ain't no such thing as bi.
Why is you interested?
I'm just saying for men who like booty, I just feel like why go to a man? Why go to a man? Why not go deal with it with your woman? You know, I don't like nothing going up in there. I don't even like nothing coming out. So you know.
For real.
For the people that like it, why, for men, why do you prefer a man instead of being like, let me go try this with a woman?
What, to get fucked in the butt?
No. To go get, either or, shit. I mean, it's men out here, I ain't gonna lie.
It's called pegging.
It's men out here
pegging. For the niggas who don't like, who is not gay, it's called
pegging. Because we have peggers out here that actually, and they be with their woman, and they like it from the back, from their women.
Around underneath my nutsack, and I promise you,
we gotta hurry up. So
both of these.
This conversation just jumps right into the politics because Christian did come up with the conversation about his grandmother and everything, and about Obama approving, giving all the rights basically to LGBTQ.
Yeah, I'm gonna elaborate on that. So I'll fill in the blanks of what she was just saying with that. Okay, so speaking about my grandmother, I was talking to Ray about before the show, and we were just talking about politics, the lay of the land and everything like that. And I do have a grandmother who did pass, and one grandmother who did pass, she was an avid Obama supporter, like avidly. I mean, Obama could get, oh my gosh, she taught him fine. Oh, he looked like Denzel. Oh, he blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. Okay,
Denzel is crazy.
Listen to me. But you cannot tell them old ladies that they ain't like that chocolate. Okay, there you go. Cool. What it was the decorum. It was his sophistication. It was the fact that His pants wasn't below his ass. He was a well-spoken black man. He meant business. And at least, you know what I can always say is, even if you're being sold a farce, even as long as the shit can look like something, or at least sound or behave like something, you can kind of trick us.
Cause that nigga did it with elegance, grace.
That nigga did that motherfucker with a goddamn Newport Long in his hand the whole time.
Baby.
America is against cigarettes. The Surgeon General has the shit on the bottom of the box and on fucking blunts. But Obama sat in that shit and made Joe Camel look like a pushover. Obama came out rapping
Eminem, nigga. Yeah, everybody gonna listen to that nigga.
Remember that first little campaign that nigga did, and the nigga cocked his leg up and did like this with that cigarette in his hand, and everybody went,
that's my president.
That's a nigga. We automatically just like, that's a nigga.
I'm scared of you.
That's some nigga shit.
Because if you can
we've all had a daddy or an uncle or a grandfather who talked to us right before we get fucked up.
With a little cigarette and they be dangling when they be talking.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You got one more time.
Yep.
To take your motherfucking
ass exactly what he did in front of the whole nation.
And talk crazy to your mama. That's the last time, you hear me? I promise you that motherfucker cigarette long as my middle finger, just sitting just in this motherfucking mouth, and they catch him, his daughter smoking. Nobody give a fuck about this shit. The nigga did his job.
He did.
Great. Okay. My grandmother was such an advocate of Obama, of the culture, of us being proud black. You remember how proud we was?
Yeah.
When Obama, when we got that Yes We Can. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Remember that?
We can.
Yeah.
Remember that? The issue that I have with this entire campaign, and I told Ray the same thing. I feel like, one, she was very ill prepared, and I'm not blaming her.
I'm blaming Kamala.
I'm blaming the Democratic candidate. I'm blaming her team. I'm blaming Joe Nim for not giving her, like I was asking y'all the last show, how do we get to a point, because that's why I brought up my job earlier, to where you have a manager who don't know the job, but think that they're going to remain in the position? No. I have a question before we get into this. Do y'all think that anywhere in America, Congress, judicial, anywhere, because we damn sure know it ain't gonna be another presidency. I'm not being disrespectful. We're just going off of this right now because I have numbers and I have stats. Do y'all think that Kamala's gonna be able to get anybody's vote anywhere else in America?
To be honest with you, I'm gonna be completely honest. Because of the stuff that she pulled with having performances, artists, booty shaking, twerking, talking about coochie,
it was Freaknik,
ass, and all of this, I don't feel like America is gonna take her serious again.
That's why I said, and that's
and no disrespect to Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, and all them, because they are amazing artists. But when it comes to politics, that had nothing to do.
Our elders did not deserve
with the politics.
Our elders,
you know, if we were gonna have a woman be president, she should have stayed firm within her craft of trying to be president. And yes, in her class,
come on now,
you didn't need to have them twerking and doing all of this. If anything, they could have put on a suit jacket and came out there and really talked some stuff.
Meg came out in a half suit jacket.
Cardi
came out in a half suit jacket like this.
I don't feel like the world, we see that enough in music videos. We see that enough on Instagram. We see that enough. You know, that wasn't the moment. And I think that's what pulled the numbers away, because you gave us a different moment. You basically gave us a concert.
Talk about it.
For free.
A free concert. For the
free.
It was a free concert.
You know, and they can go pay, they're paying money to go see that, and they're seeing it for free for somebody that's supposedly was going to run this country one day.
My issue with that was, I feel like she could have gotten, and y'all, I want you to chime in as well. I feel like she could have at least gotten, and I was talking to a coworker earlier about this yesterday and today. I feel like she could have gotten congresswomen, women who were trying to run for Senate.
Yep.
You could have gotten, and it don't just have to be women.
It could be mental.
Democrats.
Regardless.
Democrats. Just what color?
Exactly.
Democrats.
It don't matter.
You could have got people who are running for judges.
Mm-hmm. Because those is what we need on the front line.
Right here. And again, this is what I like to say to the public as well. What she did was, she did what we all do as we argue about Republican and Democrat. We are looking up here. Mm-hmm. That's the president.
You're not looking at what's in the center.
Right here, in front of us.
Because this is what make you
the teachers,
to be that.
The schools,
yep.
The budgets. Right now in Houston, Texas, a lot of people complained about this election, and they had a lot to say. A lot of people don't even know that there was a proposition that went in to help fund us not becoming fucking Atlantis the next time we have a hurricane and not having people die. You know what that would require funding? Us buying more sandbags, us just putting more. If y'all drive up and down 1960 from the north to the south side now, you'll see in the middle of the dividers now they have a ton of sand just sitting there. That's for the rain, because we don't know when we're going to get another motherfucking fuck up, and they'd rather have that sand absorb a lot of that water as opposed to we just get caught with our pants down again. Yeah. But a lot of people don't know that. They didn't vote for that.
I feel like we
were too busy up here.
I feel like if she, despite the time frame that she had to even do her presidential run, exactly. She didn't have enough time. So with that short time frame, I feel like she should have thought smart. Who can I put on the front line to not only represent me but represent us?
My issue is Biden also did not. Y'all knew Biden wasn't.
Of course not. Biden too busy funding people over there.
Why was he not? So she should have been able to have the floor a lot more, because again, we didn't need celebrities. Celebrities aren't gonna feel anything that Trump does. Let's be for real. Anything that Kamala
and that's what he kept saying.
Done, they're not gonna feel.
The crazy part about it is he tried to tell her. He tried to tell her, and in some parts of his run as well, he literally gave her what she was giving him. And the crazy part about it is he didn't go to the extent that she did. He just wanted to show her, you doing all of this, you think that's going to get a vote. They actually care about who's actually out here doing what. That's actually going out here and talking to people. You're not doing that. It's a comedy show. And so he's going to fight fire with fire. So you doing all of this is for giggles, laughs. This ain't serious. So while you doing over there, I'm going to mock you. And not only am I going to mock you, but I'm going to go out here and I'm finna do what these people asking for. I'm going to actually stand on the front line and say, I'm about to do this. I'm changing this. I got these people behind me that's going to do this. And she didn't have that. She had entertainers.
The disgusting side that I think from both parties, when we ran with Trump the first time, it was he ain't gonna make it. Yeah. Until he laughed his way into that seat. Yep. Okay.
Because we sure did doubt him the first time, for real.
We kind of are okay with, because look how we did it again, though. We did it again. We did the same shit. Yeah. And then we turn around and we go, oh, nah, well, he's bad. And I was like, no, they're both not great. Let's just keep it a bean. Yeah. They both weren't great. And I'm not saying she wasn't great. I think that anybody who they would have put in, because again, I speak about these things in depth. Anybody who they would have put into that position would have been kind of slated to fail because they didn't have enough time to connect with the people. My biggest thing that I can say about any vice president, because I had this part with my dad. And my dad, Pop, shout you out, because I'll give you your credit right here. My dad said, what the fuck is any vice president's job? And I was like, he said exactly nothing.
And that's the thing.
They're not doing shit.
I feel like when you vice president, you already got the president that's out here making big decisions. The vice president should be out here getting to know the nation that you are supposedly trying to help.
So everything that they always force the first lady to do, and I'm not saying this is a female thing to do, if it's a male vice president, his ass needs to be at the library reading to the kids too. He needs to be going to the YMCA talking to the people too. He needs to be going. When we had the celebrities, she could have used the celebrities. I'm going to give you a campaign tip right here for the next runner. Use the celebrities in the streets. Have them niggas show up on the news. Don't have them show up on the main stage.
Yep.
Take Quavo and them through the streets of Atlanta. Have them niggas show up at the YMCA downtown because them niggas is dying to see them niggas anyway.
Yeah.
Let them niggas show up there and sing Walk It Like I Talk It, and then you get up right behind them. You'll get the whole hood right there in one fucking day. One day, one vote. It'll be great press, great publicity, but you thought that, again, people of color and black people were the same. We're not. We're not.
Take me out.
That's where this shit got mixed up.
And don't get me wrong,
because majority of the vote for Republican this year was Latinos.
With some people of color shit. You can't say one thing black people tired of is the we. No, we talking about us. Yeah. We don't want to we no more. We don't lump us in with them.
And we're not.
We talking about us.
You know, sometimes the political conversation is already sensitive anyway.
Give us us.
I know we're about to get ready to wrap it up in a little bit, but the thing is, women are actually capable of doing what men can do. Yes. I feel like we do deserve to have a woman president one day, but if Kamala, however you say her name, no offense, but if she does choose to run again, I feel like she needs more practice, more training, more actually understanding what she's actually fulfilling, should I say. If you're going to be a president, if you're going to step into them shoes, actually get to know us.
It's just a plain fact at that point. Like, as a woman, you're going to have to go 10 times harder
because you got to prove that you can do this. Yourself. Men, they, you know, we have a lot of men that's doing all sorts of type of things, and they always put women in the category of you're a woman, you don't know this, you can't do this. And actually we can. If we get the knowledge, the training, the understanding, you know, we could do it.
But
so she could do it one day. She could do it one day.
But you got to demand the respect.
Respect.
It's just like,
there you go.
In America,
there you go. You got to demand the respect.
Women do not get equal respect.
Yes.
White women just was barely less than 100 years ago able to vote for a president.
White women fucked around and overvoted for Trump in a way this election that would have surprised the shit out of all of y'all. And another thing I got to add in at the end of all of this is, do y'all know statistically, and I had to look over these facts, I had this shit saved in my phone.
Yeah.
I said, black men showed up for this election like nobody's business. Black women voted at, if I'm not mistaken, at 85%. Black men voted at 82%. Yeah. We showed up for y'all. We showed out for y'all. No longer can y'all say that black men don't support black women. That shit has to die. Literally with this election. That rhetoric has to stop. Also, on top of that same thing, it's like...
but we finna wrap it up. We'll see y'all next time. Shout out to Grade A Radio. You got the studio in the building. I'm signing out. Ray, baby.
A lot of juice this motherfucking show. It's your boy Christian Davis.
Y'all have a good one. Y'all be safe. God bless America. And follow me on Instagram at Ayana Nicole, AYANNANYKOLE. Sorry, y'all. We got it.
I'm Ray _baby, the number 2.
And Christian Davis.